Hello, y'all. It's been a minute since the last stream. As I said last time, I was moving, and now I have completed moving and gotten everything set up now at the other end, which is to say, this new apartment. In this new apartment, I have, set everything back up again, and I'm hoping to do a test stream tonight. Make sure everything's working good and looking good and, working right. Also, you can see, if you can tell, you might notice that there's nothing behind me anymore. You can't see said new apartment. That's because I got some green screens, and I don't just got them for this location, for the couch. Also have a great big one for the PC area, which, you know what, let me just, for the desk area, let me just pop over there real fast, and I'll just show that off real fast, like, it also has one. One second. Okay? And that'll be great because we'll get an opportunity to test the mic as well over there. I will say I did have a false start here before restarting the stream and getting rid of that initial false opening because the mics were mixed up and I was talking into a dead mic. I fixed that. That should be good. I guess I will see after the stream how the quality is. Y'all can tell me how the quality is. If it sounds good, I would love to hear it. Let me just show you the desk. It also has a green screen. Yep, green screen here too. This, the thing you were seeing there was part of the chair. So not like a weird glitch thing, I guess. I'm wondering as I look at this. That's all just background. That's all background. Okay. That's like the stuff behind me is part of the Wild West facade. Cool. Okay. So, you can see, now I have a green screen for both the desk and the couch area. They're pretty cool. They're Elgato's green screen things that are like retractable, so they can come up during a stream and pop right back down when I'm not streaming, such that I can see the TV from the dining room area, and the space behind the desk is also traversable when I am not streaming, which is going to be pretty cool, I reckon. How does it sound? Does it sound good? If anyone wants to tell me if it sounds good, looks good, in sync, any details would be nice. I'll look myself later, I'm sure, but long story short, did a whole big move. It's been a whole very long 2 weeks since the last time I streamed, and well, just want to do a little bit of a test run, a little bit of a dry run, and also check out this game, Evil West, which is on Game Pass. It's a Game Pass game. I don't expect tonight to be the longest stream ever. Just like a little thing to make sure everything's working, see that the green screens look good, and, get ready for further streams. I'll say regular schedule is back on now. Friday will be, I think, the first proper big stream back, where I'll have, like, cards and all to talk about everything what happened in the last 2 weeks. And then on next Tuesday will be Mario Odyssey 100% first stream of that. And I'm thinking also doing some Saturday morning streams the next 2 weeks, with especially with Rivals 2 going into beta, like next weekend after next. Want to do some sort of randomizer or something this weekend. I think that'd be fun. That's just some plans that I got. Streams are resuming. It's good. I'm gonna go back to the desk and or to the couch, and let's start up on this here game, Evil West. Good. Very good. Oh, it can zoom in as well. It's the same camera as before. It can zoom in. I've gotten several zoom levels set up as I do, I'm thinking this one will be the default zoom level for what it is worth. And it seems like the green screen can handle any of these zoom levels. If I get really far to the side or something, you might see some stuff that you're not supposed to behind the green screen. But I am thinking right now it won't be a problem. Won't be a problem. Evil West. Let's do this game, Evil West. It's a Game Pass game. It's been a while since I did a Game Pass stream, I'll say, and I was looking through the list, list of what games they had, and they got some ones that I think would be fun to have a look at, like Gator Game, 2K Drive, Inculinati would probably be good for like a quick 5-minute look, and Evil West, which is another recent addition, and the thing about Evil West is I thought a while ago, like 1 or 2 Game Pass streams ago, maybe 3 Game Pass streams ago, I pulled up a game called Weird West, and I thought that was this. I thought that was gonna be this. It wasn't. Instead, it was something else. It was a weird RPG that was a little too much for what I was looking for at the time. So when I realized it wasn't this, I was like, Evil West, that's the one I was looking for, and eventually they added it. They added it to the Game Pass. I can now play it for free without paying any additional money, and I'm happy about that, because this seems like a game that would be fun to play if you didn't have to pay money for it, and that's the situation I'm in. My understanding is it's kind of a goofy third-person shooter about cowboys and weird stuff. The guy has something of like an electric gauntlet on his hand, I think. So this could be cool. Let's see. Let's see. Skill reminders, aim support, just basic. Let's just go with default options here.
Since the time of the founding fathers, dark forces have been preying on America.
Let's go.
As the fight against these vampires continued, a secret organization has trained people with remarkable skills. The agent's duty is to protect ordinary people from the forces of evil.
The green screen is definitely gonna be like, is gonna be affected by the color of the light from the TV, so it would seem. I'll also say, with my new apartment, I do have some odd options as well, like, I got some smart bulbs now, so I can totally just go into HomeKit and modify the color of my fan. I can go, ooh, green, give me green light. I said, give me green light. What the hell's the green light? Whatever. HomeKit is weird.
While we're on the dynamite,
not gonna worry about that right now. Oh, I did the bedroom light. Do the.
I know how to shape an explosion, Edgar.
I can turn my light there green. What happens if I turn it like? Yeah, you can see me change color as I do, and the green screen becomes less effective under the wrong sort of light. Green light here. I should be watching the cutscene. This is cool stuff happening, isn't it?
Harrow's not gonna be happy about the bridge.
Yeah,
white light, that's good.
He's a Secretary of War, not the Secretary of Bridges. Let's go have a look-see. I go high.
Alright, I'm just gonna put the stream manager on my phone. That's fine. Alright, so Zombies and zombies, weird stuff. Frame rate's maybe not the best. I'll say like this feels like when you're looking around there's a lot of motion blur. That's not like that's not my capture card, I don't think. That's just the game. At least I'm pretty sure it's, I guess my TV is going through my Elgato as well, so maybe if something screwy is going on, it might be the Elgato, but I'm thinking it's just the game has a lot of motion blur. Let me see about motion blur. Let me see about the visuals. Yeah, quality. Okay, let's tell you what. Let's switch to performance mode, and I'll just restart the game. Yeah, that's fine. Get some frame rates. Okay. The capture is only in like 1080p. My Xbox, of course, is in 4K, so optimizing for resolution doesn't necessarily make sense for y'all, I don't think. So we are investigating
Since the time of the founding fathers, dark forces.
We're investigating a train that has weird stuff going on. Okay, to me, this feels a bit better as far as performance goes.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Gotta be careful.
It's alright. It's alright.
That was painful.
We'll see if this is one that's like fun to stick with for, I don't know, the length of a stream. I could play some other GamePass games as well, but also I feel like like an hour or two would be a good length for a first stream. I'll say again, I don't necessarily want to regale y'all with the story of a move and like recap everything what I've been up to in the last week. I'll save that for next time. How's the volume? We take it down a scotch, but it does sound fine to me. Okay, melee with right bumper. Cool. I got some lore. That's fine. I have a dodge. I thought this was going to be like a first-person shooter, but so far it almost feels more like a character action game. I'm assuming that that's just like, you know, how it's laying things out. And when you get a gun, you'll be also shooting people. Maybe not in a cover-based way. I'm thinking maybe more of a, like, Space Marine. Y'all know that game?
1864, 1881. Arranged in order of vintage like fine wines.
Okay. Don't know what that means. These dog tags are in chronological order.
Better make all this worth our time, Chester.
I got some money. Okay. You can punch. You can like do a dodge punch, a hero punch as it's called. No, it's not a hero punch. There we go. There's a hero punch. I'll say with the new green screen dealy-do, I am Daisy. I am thinking more often we'll be in the lower corners of the screen, given that you know, the bottom probably need to do like some hero punches. I'll be in the lower corners of the stream now just to make sure I am do a heal B. Make sure I am like up against an edge that, you know, has me... You can see if I'm up in a corner, there's like a big edge where it's just the bottom of me. Whereas if I'm in the bottom, the bottom of my camera is up against the edge of the screen. Looks natural. Okay, we can hold to do like a big uppercut. I got like a health bar over there, and ooh, hello. We can juggle. I really got the impression that this was like a shooter. I guess I saw the guy with the gun. And I assumed that I'd be shooting guys. I assume I will be. But just not yet. Anyway, I'll say, of the move, it's been a hell of a 2 weeks. I've been fucking busy as hell. I've been buying a lot to like make my new apartment more livable, you know, more suited to me. And I am just about at the tail end of that. I just have like a dining room table has to arrive at the end of the week. Why is that guy over there? Buddy. I can't get to that guy. Do we have to, like, It's been 2 minutes since the last save. Can I... How about if I fall off a cliff? Will that work? No. Oh, Jesus. How did we get that guy over there? Did we punch him over there? It looks like he has taken a few hits. Ah, damn it. Anyway, last thing to arrive as far as the apartment goes is like a dining room table. After that, I'm pretty much set. I'm pretty much good to go. As far as... Yeah, I gotta back up, don't I? Restart from checkpoint. Okay, good. It's just where we left off. Cool. I have everything pretty much set up now and everything ready to go. And it's just a matter of making sure everything works and, you know, coming to terms with the things about the apartment. Okay, I can uppercuts and then punch them. I was doing that earlier. Oh, if I just hold, it's automatic. The follow-up punch. That's pretty okay. I'll say the one thing about the apartment that's giving me some pause, which is that it's nearby like a park outside. There's like the apartment complex has like a little playground area, and it turns out there's a lot of fucking kids in this apartment complex, and they love to run and scream, and it irritates the hell out of me to hear them. I just want to insulate the windows as much as I can, and otherwise just run around wearing earplugs. The fortunate thing about it is it's not like bass where you can hear it over your other shit. High-pitched stuff can be drowned out relatively easily. But it is annoying. I like quiet. I like silence. And I wish all those kids would go inside and watch TV. Stop being outside. It's Whatever happened to traditional values, staying inside and watching TV? That's what I want to ask. Kids shouldn't play outside. They should play inside. That is my strongly held belief. Anyway. I would like to get a gun. I want to see what this game has insofar as third person stuff. There's a guy with a gun, but he's not going to give it to me. I guess with God of War, the new God of War, right? Didn't it have the all the punch buttons beyond the shoulders on like right bumper? I wonder if this was like a intentionally the same thing. In fact, was the heal in God of War also on B? This game might be looking a lot at what God of War did in that new God of War game. Well, you don't get a gun in God of War, though, so that'll be different. Where am I going? What am I waiting for? Oh, just follow the chains. Follow the chains and go forward. Okay.
Jesus.
Sort of like a God of War, Indiana Jones situation.
Christ. Worst damn barbecue ever.
I thought my impressions of this was more like a Space Marine type game than like a God of War. But also, I'll say, like, my impressions are from seeing it. Oh, here we go. Let's see now. Those doesn't require aiming. Oh!
Now that's what I call a game changer.
Welcome to America, everyone. Yeah, this is just an auto projectile. Yeah, if this was like a shooter, you would have to aim. But, yeah, no, this is more of a character action game wherein you have a gun because it's a Western with vampires in it. I don't even think I have like an ammo on this necessarily. It's just fire your gun. Fire your gun. There we go. Oh, we gotta finish it.
Could get me through.
Sometimes you gotta punch things to go forward. Look for a way around and hit A to make a passage. Okay. I mean, I'll say, like, so far, this is less puzzly. There's less exploration to do compared to a God of War. Right? In a God of War, you are constantly... You could get off the beaten path once in a while and do side quests. Are there, like, side quests on these maps? There's a skill tree. Is this a skill tree? I don't know if this is a skill tree. This is a hat. Signature hat. don't think that's a skill so much. It's a hat tree. Will I get different hats that have effects? This hat doesn't have an effect. This hat is just is this like equipment? Can we like equip this? We got weapon. This must be like different kinds of pistols. And different kinds of gauntlets. There's a lore and then gameplay settings. Yeah, okay. No like quest system.
Okay, let's dance.
Okay, we can punch them up and then juggle them. Let's do that this time. Yep. I'll say it looks good. Looks pretty good. Why is the box glowing? Ah, money! That's why the box glowed. It had money in it.
I can smell you, Chess, you lousy skunk. I'm taking it.
Okay, I see chain. There are a lot of, like, vampire-style coffins around here. How was the train delivering coffins? I guess it must have been. That must be the how this happened.
Come here.
This is the extent of the puzzle solving in this game. You can look around and you can, if you see something, you hit A and you do a thing. I don't think it's too hard to find. Difficulty's fine. Also. I am wondering. It's weird that these guys, you have to finish them off. I should use the environment and whoopsie daisy. I should be punching guys into the little spike walls is what I should be doing. There's like spikes around. Okay. Punch that guy. Sometimes the health thing is on like a recharge. Feels like it's best practice to like stay back a bit and you know, just fan the hammer, as it were, and avoid like getting too close, and that feels a little bit you know, not the best, I suppose. Doesn't feel as cool as it could be in a game that is clearly more about melee. Or you're supposed to get in and punch them sometimes. I want to get in and, like, punch dude because it seems like it's the cool dude thing to do, but it also seems needlessly risky when I could just stay at a safe range and plug away. I'll say of this game, a couple of years ago when it came out, I did watch a stream of Dan Reichert playing it himself for the first time, and he came away going like, hey, yeah, this is alright. Dumb little game, but kind of fun. And I guess I completely forgot what the genre is, or otherwise was not paying full attention to the actual game, just sort of listening to him like chat and deuce, and you know, this was also 2 years ago, so maybe also my memory, maybe if I even if I had picked up that it was a God of War style game, maybe I would have forgotten that anyway. But definitely a God of War style game.
Way to the gathering, Chess. What's this? Catering?
Why, I have no idea what you...
Guy's a vampire.
That big shiny ball out there is no good for your sensitive skin.
Have we been fighting vampires this whole time? In the sun?
Fun game.
In like the sunset?
That theory.
No, Richard, stop! Belmontville! The gathering's in Belmontville!
Excellent choice.
Sunsets feel very
Damn
western.
helpful. We're gonna be needing a guide. Consider it a promotion. Dipshit.
Belmontville's a long way from the manor. We're on a clock here.
We've been hunting Debano for 3 months. What's another few hours?
The Bono.
But your father's gonna have your ass as an ashtray if we don't make that presentation.
You're retired. What's he gonna do? Fire you?
I'll say, with everything what's been going on, I am a bit tired. Did take a little nap before the stream started after work, you know. After work, and also watching a few anime. But just like a tiny one.
Belmontville Mines.
Probably should catch up on sleep
We're gonna be
at some
walking
point.
blind into a damn maze.
And if our tick friend here is telling the truth, Debano's gonna be right in the middle of it.
I don't think I'm in a position to lie, do you?
That's the spirit, Chester. Now you lift those fancy illusions, and who knows? Maybe you'll make it out of this after all.
The glamour! Even I have my limitations, Mr. Gravener.
You want a limitation? How about walking around without a head?
Crawling with familiars. No question.
And where do you think you're going?
Judging by that tone of yours, sounds like I'm making sure Fancy Pants here doesn't make a run for it.
In broad daylight. That's why we need familiars. I'm starting to question your qualifications for this job.
Those ass-licking...
Oh, so
should be shot on
are we
sight.
fighting like
What the hell? Maybe we can play with dynamite out here too. Right, Jess? I'll make you a new waistcoat.
fighting like
My tailor would like that.
what's the word?
See? You're bonding already.
Renfields.
Eat me.
Thralls. In other words.
That gathering won't find itself, you know?
Alright, so we have an aimed weapon for long distance shots. Okay. We're on level 2 now. Let's play a bit more. I am thinking right now I could boot up a different game. There's two options right now. I'll say this. I see two options. One, I could boot out of here, and we could check out one of these other games, like No More Heroes. Let me just go over to the GamePass group. What I got. We could check out like No More Heroes or SpongeBob SquarePants or 2K Drive or any of these games what I haven't played on Game Pass. I could even download something if I want. Or there is another game that I have been low-key curious to play that I think would be fun called The Looker. And I do have that downloaded on the PC. It's not a Game Pass game, it's a free game. So it wouldn't be like fitting in with the theme. Oh, I'll also say I downloading some Fallout 76. I've never played that. I could play that as well at some point. I watched the first episode of the show, and it sort of got me in the mood for some Fallout. Fallout, the show, seems pretty cool, and I hope that they have all the factions that I like in it, and that it's all canonical, and it sort of does like New Vegas. I want it to be like a little New Vegas. Is basically what I want from how the show unfolds. I want to see the NCR. I want to see Caesar's Legion. That's my big takeaway from Fallout show. But for now, let's just carry on and go forth. Audio's good, by the way. There's not like any delay. Again, new setup, so might be some growing pains.
Gosh.
Gotta go to the bathroom. Quick break. Alrighty then, I am back. Let's get let's see a little bit of this second level, and then maybe we'll do something else.
You know the can is right there in front of you.
I'm leaning towards the Looker.
That's not recovered after the change.
Hey, so you're telling me it's not the booze?
Maybe we'll just do more Game Pass stuff. Make this an impromptu Game Pass stream. Okay, so I can aim, shoot him in the head. Alright. This is... So you can shoot him and then punch him if you like, or shoot him again. Pretty cool. Yeah. I'll say, sometimes during these streams, like where I'm checking out a bunch of Game Pass games that realistically I'm probably never going to play again. Sometimes I give snap judgments as far as like where I think this falls. I'd be hard pressed to say any more than like it could be a 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. It seems fine. Could be really good, in fact. I don't think it's as good as God of War, and I'm not really the hugest new God of War fan. I sort of found Valhalla. Found the latest one to be a little tiresome, honestly. And I think that it would be negligent. It would be negligent to rate this better than that. So, like a 3, like a 4. It's all right. It feels all right. It's a game. I'll say this as far as differences between God of War and this. This is a game that you can play without thinking about it. This is a no thoughts required game. You just sort of go forward and punch people, and so far it's not really gotten hard at all. The navigation can be a bit of a challenge, you know. You have to find your way around. It can be a little bit of a roadblock, but not a big one. Just look around and see something to hit A on. Basically, look for the chains that glow.
I'm gonna hang your head on a wall.
Or an enemy to kill. Ow, ow. Seems like you can just left trigger. You can just pull left trigger to get a little bit of an auto aim. A snap to aim as well, so. Even now, it's definitely brawler first. Even now that you have like a ranged weapon that you have to precisely aim.
Gathering must be close by.
I'll say as this game is like getting its kit together, it is making an argument for itself as not just being like, hey, I'm not just a character action game. Well,
Fucking maze.
it is, but it's not a generic one. It has something original to it. It has like an identity. And that could take it up to like a 4 out of 5. If you have Game Pass and you're looking for a dumb game to play that, you know, maybe one to play while you're listening to a podcast or watching like let me move myself. Just noticing that there's some stuff below me now. This seems like a great one to play while you're watching like a video essay or something of the sorts. If you are,
Bono's here somewhere.
you know, willing to put an Xbox game on the TV while watching a video essay, I don't know, on your phone or something. Or if you have some sort of setup where that is viable.
Great. You seeing this too?
Take it off.
Mr. Rentier, on a first date? What do you take me for?
You're right. Maybe a little lighting to set the mood.
No, no need. I see it now. Of course. The glamour. I'm on it.
I have a ridiculous setup where I have a preview monitor that I can read chat off of, you see? And even I don't look at that and go like, ah, well, it is very rare that I put like a movie on the preview monitor and play a game on the TV. It's easier to just do a Nintendo Switch game for such occasions. Or like Marvel Snap on my phone. Can't go wrong with Marvel Snap. It's 3-minute matches.
I'll be damned.
And you can like look away for like minutes at a time. Or like 30 seconds at a time if something's happening on the TV.
Explosives, you get to Bono.
Is this about the bridge?
It's not about the bridge.
Got the damn train, didn't I?
Okay, now we're fighting more of these guys. Punches are definitely more effective than long-range shots sometimes. Maybe if you're not hitting a weak point specifically. They mentioned there was talk of dynamite. Oh, well, I say there's talk of dynamite. It's right there. I thought maybe I would get to throw some. Be able to use some as a weapon. Hit the dynamite! There we go. Cool.
I've seen my share of tech architecture, but that's something.
Is it? Oh, it's an inverted pyramid. Like Mario Odyssey has. Mario Odyssey famously has one of those in its like Mexican area. You know, the Sand Kingdom.
It's hard to compete.
I don't care about lore. I mean, I'll say sometimes I do, but I don't know. I don't really have like a coherent explanation for why sometimes some games I just see a little bit of writing and I say, nah, I'm good. I'm fixed good writing wise. I'm just gonna mindlessly shoot guys. I don't need to know why. They're vampires or something. Whereas some other games, you know, obviously that's like the main attraction, you know, and I will say like I like a good number of games like that. Okay, here's a skill tree. Dealing damage with the gauntlet reduces the cooldown of healing. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so now we have a perk screen. Chain of command. Right when the previous one connects, we'll speed up the next attack and make it more damaging. Cool, that's cool. Yeah, sure, why not? Kick off and hero punch deal additional splash damage. I'm not using those like barely ever, so I probably wouldn't invest in that. Killing an enemy midair drops an energy pickup 100% chance. I don't know what that is. Energy pickup. You smash the ground with a damaging blast. That sounds cool. Yeah, sure. Health pickup if you do a weak point shot. Cool. Yeah, sure. And these surely will be unlocked in time. Why are there two? Guess I'll go this way. It's all the same. Yeah, that is an inverted pyramid over there. Yeah. Looks cool. I'll say this game has a look. It knows how to make some environments out of some, you know, not too many colors. Like, this area is all red and green. The previous area was all sunset colored. The previous level, I mean. It's a good look. And if the game has, like, you know, a bunch of other good looks, that would be nice.
Not enough.
I guess the thing I'll say about God of War is sometimes it makes it hard to proceed brainlessly. And also, of course, there's a lot of writing and plot in God of War, which is all very good and kind of the main reason you're there. Like, in God of War, the reason you play it is to get to the plots. And all the fights and stuff are kind of just in the way of the plots, the parts that are really doing it for you. Whereas this is all fights, and that's it. Fights and kind of cool environments. And there's nothing that's really... There's no sense of like, oh god, I've been fighting for so long now. I'm just ready for the next big-ass cutscene and the next really cool bit. Now I have to shoot stuff. You know, there's no sense of like, I feel like I've been wasting my time here fighting guys. It's like, no, it's fine. Maybe there is something to be said about that, making this a little more straightforward and thus a little bit more...
When did they build this? And how?
perfectly good in a different way than God of War is. Whereas God of War has ambition and, you know, as a result, can kind of feel like it's just a 500-hour game. This is probably like a 6-hour game. It's probably... It's not at all ambitious. Well, I say it's not at all ambitious. Maybe that's a dunk. But doesn't really have to be. And, is fine. No, is fine in that. I guess there's also the matter of, like, you know, you can't always square every opinion against every other opinion that you have, right? Like, you can't just say something like, well, I didn't love the God of War Ragnarok and found it quite drag. So I guess every game that's like not as grand or ambitious as God of War has to be less than it in points. Like, no, it's okay to say that a game is pretty okay or is pretty good, even if it's just, you know, on its own terms. Like, obviously, this is not a God of War. Does not have the same production values, length, cinematic giving a fuck. But for what it is, it's not bad. At the end of the day, isn't that what counts? There we go. Oh, let me kill that guy. I guess also now with the health regeneration is sped up by, the health thing is sped up by doing punch attacks. There's more incentive to get melee, even though it's riskier. That's, just some very basic good design. I'm gonna open the gate by shooting a thing.
Hey, got a few more to go.
Oh, a few more of those things to shoot. Let's,
Must be the
think
entrance. Looks even bigger up close. Well, let's crash their little party.
let's think about a good stopping point here. You know what? Going inside the pyramid seems like a perfectly good... The temple seems like a perfectly good stopping point. I'll say... Between this and this Evil West and the other game that's also has West in it, Weird West. This one is much more to my taste, insofar as you just run around and shoot guys and you don't have to think. And it's kind of cool.
Enough. Your line's thirst for all-out war with the humans endangers us all. Peter Navano. Without the sheep.
The wolves go hungry, yes. But the day is coming when the sheep will outwit the wolves. Haven't you been watching, brother? The humans have harnessed the power of steam and lightning, and they grow mighty.
That's true.
If our hubris allows us to grow fat and lazy in the shadows, they will soon have the power to hunt us down like dogs.
Yeah.
And so, you propose war.
Okay, there's like a vampire war that's about to happen.
War suggests there is a chance we might lose.
I think even a decisive war is still a war.
With my new asset, we can control the change. Reclaim the Sanguisuja's rightful place at the top of the food chain.
Control the change. Are you mad? Even suggesting such a thing is blasphemy.
Dominic, brother, these are blasphemous times. While my methods may very well be at variance with our tradition, I can tell you one thing. If we don't adapt, we will perish.
Well, these are goofy cutscenes, but
I will not allow
I probably wouldn't watch them
into annihilation.
if I wasn't on a stream right now.
High crime of conspiracy against your own kind.
And, you know, giving this game a
Sentence you and your line
full chance.
to death.
I guess with the lore and the notes and stuff, being on stream is a factor in that, because if I wasn't on stream, maybe I wouldn't mind just like
Our work will be a lot
stopping
easier
playing the game for a minute to read a thing.
if we can't.
But whenever I'm on stream, I feel like there is like I feel like I should keep things moving. I should get to the next bit as fast as possible. And, you know, that can affect how I play a game, I suppose. If I was playing this off stream right now, would I read the notes? Maybe, but also I wouldn't play it off stream right now, I don't think. Very rarely do I just try out games that I haven't done before. But, you know, having the channel means that there's like an excuse to. Okay, we're gonna beat this guy. We're gonna defeat this boss guy. And that'll be it. I will say for tonight's stream, I did consider options other than this. Took me a bit to land on this stream as the thing to do. At first I was thinking like Paper Mario Randomizer would be a fun thing to do. Always good to do Paper Mario Randomizer. But that is a 3x4 game, which would mean that, you know, my green screen, it wouldn't necessarily be the game behind me, just, I don't even know yet. I think that for old style games, I'm gonna have to put like a different background behind me, like imagery from the game itself, or something else like that, which would be silly for a first test of a green screen, perhaps. Like, isn't really necessary. Isn't terribly necessary, is it? Thought about Paper Mario Randomizer, thought about Metroid Fusion Randomizer, which I haven't played in probably over a year now, at least on the stream. Thought about other randomizers, I suppose, stuff of that nature. Other games. A lot of them turn out to be older games, and again, if they're older games, if they're 3x4, then it's a weird first game for a green screen test. Doesn't really justify the thing. And also, if they're like a PC game, you know, couch is always going to be the default, so that is the thing that needs to be tested first. Hence what I'm doing right now. Playing a game on the couch. Maybe I could have just gone with something that wasn't one I hadn't played that I have never played. Maybe it could have just been some Smash Brothers, some Mario Kart, something of the nature. I prefer to try things out, and doing this now means that I, are you serious? We were really fucking close. Anyway. I'll say, don't have any cards, anything of the sort tonight. Haven't prepared that stuff, haven't put together a list of everything I want to talk about that covers the last few weeks. There's been like a ton of anime that has started over the last 2 weeks, and by the time of Friday, like, all the simulcast anime will have started, other than like a few returning shows like My Hero Academia, which are starting like a month later than everything else for no reason. Whoop. I've given some thought to how to cover, how to talk through, like, shit. Grab the health. I've given some basic thoughts with how to cover, like, I don't know how many shows that I watched and tried out and, you know, rejected a whole bunch, watching a whole bunch. It's probably like over 20 that I want to touch on. And my idea is this, and you'll probably see this on Friday once I put this together. I want to do something dumb where I set up a thing wherein I can pull 3 cards at once. And I'll just cover those anime like 3 at a time. You know, 3 between each level. Once we get to that part. And I think that will help with the sheer amount of stuff to cover. I picked a hell of a time to switch apartments right at the start and end. On one hand, it's perfect because I covered the end of last season before the move, so all that was already I don't have to talk about last season so much. Do I have to punch him or something? But on the other hand, there's now a whole bunch to talk about this season, which... Yeah! Oh, Jesus. Christ. There's a health pickup. I need that. There we go. Ugh.
Think you could have brought a bigger knife?
Some people get a gold watch when they retire. I got Susan here.
Should have asked him how to get out of here.
Too late. He won't be of any use for a month or two. Wait. What about Chester?
Well, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so they killed the vampire.
Now that is how you shape an explosion. Damn, we're late.
At least we won't be going back to the manor empty-handed.
Okay, there was the guy who said he wanted to go to war. There's like Zeppelins. Bayou situation. This is clearly like Mangrave stuff. We'll just see what this cutscene is, and then I'll...
Damn. That's a new way to spend taxpayers' money.
James Harrow. The people's...
Is he an actual president? I don't think so. That doesn't sound like a real president name to me.
As long as he keeps the presidential ass clear of tick trouble.
James Harrow. Evil West Wiki. Okay.
Feed him well. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight.
Fictional character, I think.
You're not staying for the presentation? The whole institute is in town.
I'll pass on the corporate backpack.
James Harrow, Secretary of War? What is that?
Lecture. Here, take this to your father before it wakes
Oh.
up and starts.
Still Evil West
all the
stuff.
high hell.
Great, so I'll just tell him you've traded killing vampires for selling cheap bourbon?
Tell him whatever you want.
Fine, skip the presentation. But you ain't getting away from a final drink with me afterwards.
Ah. Is this like a camp situation? It's like a home base? Your home base is the White House? What? Or maybe you go back to the White House. Is the White House usually surrounded by mountains? I don't... Maybe this isn't the White House. Well, it's not white, for one. Okay, there's bricks. And clearly it's in like a mountainous swamp. I don't think this is the White House per se. This is a different building.
Daddy's boys. My father in his office.
How did it go? Did you get that big fangster you were after?
Let's see what's up with this, and then we'll move on. This is just a manor, not the White
Sends his
House.
regards. He's afraid you'll try and talk
I
him out of
think.
retirement again.
I don't believe either of us want that.
You know he did risk his life to get this for you.
That's Harrow's trinket. I'm sure you'll both be rewarded accordingly.
Edgar is some civilian looking for a medal. This is all he knows. Your institute saw to that.
My institute? This isn't about Agent Grosvenor, Jesse. We are on the cusp of great progress, great change, Today's presentation is of critical importance to the family.
That's
After
cool
which-
gauntlets.
Edgar is family.
After which, I expect you to step up to your duties here at the manor.
With all due respect, Director, I am a field agent, not a paper pusher.
You're a rentier! Why must you always make me spoon feed these things to you, Jesse? There are bigger things at work here than running
Now, I
around
will
in
say-
caves slaying beasts. I do believe someday soon you will see it my way. And if you don't, it's my responsibility to force that change. Now, leave me be. I must prepare for the presentation.
Aw, damn it, Daddy. Father.
And send someone in here to clean up this mess.
Yeah, just leave the head. That's fine. Cool.
Mr. Rentier, Agent Feathers is waiting for you in the lobby.
Should have seen that priest armed with holy water crosses.
You think this is some sort of, like, base enhancements? Like, build-up thing? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it is. We're done here. His beard looks weird under this light. Looks weirdly light.
Veil of secrets.
I thought he had brown hair. Maybe it just depends on the lighting. There's a little bit more what it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, that's more like it. Hang on a second. Let me try in this outdoor lighting. What does the beard look like? Looks normal. Looks normal in most light. Okay. Well, I think that is a good look at the Evil West. I thought it was a third-person shooter, but it wasn't that at all. It was a character action game. A pretty okay one. One that you can play mindlessly. It's, like, reasonably fun. I wouldn't, like, hold it up to the likes of a Souls-like. Those are a lot more sophisticated. This is a lot more simplistic, like a very, very basic God of War 2018 is the comparison I would make. I'd say it's kind of fun for that. I don't know. I want to play the Looker. I want to do it tonight, and this will be a great excuse to make use of the other green screen. So I'm gonna go over to the desk cam, and let me see if I can boot up the Looker. Yeah, let's do that. I'm feeling like in the mood to go a little longer and do that as well. If you don't know what the Looker is, you'll see in a minute. Kind of looks like when the chair is at a certain angle, a lot of the green reflects off the back of the chair, so it sort of becomes a little semi-translucent. That's funny. That's funny how that works. This particular Steel Series chair. Okay. Let me switch games. Let's try. Did I not change the tags at all? Whoops. Didn't change the tags on the Twitch. It still says all the stuff from the last stream. That's fine. Okay. Let's switch over to the Looker. I'm just going to hide the old HDMI. Here's me against the black void. Do you like just a black void? Would a black void be what you would be looking for during a randomizer, or do you want, like, Paper Mario guy behind me? Let's we'll think on that in the coming days, I guess. Meanwhile, let me go ahead and do application audio. Capture the looker. And let me capture the game. Let me see now. I'll change this one to capture the looker. Okay, looks like you can see the thing. I don't know how the audio levels are going to be. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the audio mixer for now. Whoopsie daisy. Going to keep an eye on the audio mixer and try to make sure that the audio mixer is big enough where I can do that properly. There we go. I can see my desk mic, and I can see the looker audio. All right. Let's play the looker. Let's do a little bit of a looker, and this will be a good test of the PC situation, which you can see also has a green screen. You can't see the green screen, but it's there, trust me. And you can tell because you can't see anything behind me other than the game. Like you see here, the word industry, you can see that behind my hand. I can cover it up if I so please. That's because it's a green screen. You understand the concept of a green screen. New apartment, new green screens. Everything was taken apart and put back together again, so there might be some somewhat of a learning curve, and it might be a little bit of a might take a little bit to get back up to speed, but we'll see how that is. Oh, and with the tracking, I can sometimes move a little to the side, and maybe you'll be able to see, like, oh, if I get too far, you'll see, like, the edge of the green screen. I'll say the green screen behind the PC is the bigger green screen, because it turns out when it has to be like a... It's not... The other green screen is, like, directly behind the couch, meaning it's, like, less than a foot from me, but this has to have room for me to roll around and go like, yay, room enough to roll around my thing, and also not hitting my desk, which is an L-shaped desk situation, so it's a little farther back, meaning that it has to be a bit larger to cover the whole space. So if I go a bit to the side, you'll see my cubes, and you might also see the edge. If I go a little bit this way, you'll see the same eventually. It's pretty good though. Like I kind of have to go a unreasonable amount to one side or the other for the green screen stuff to come into play. Okay. Seriously now, let's play the looker. If you're wondering what the looker is, it's a parody of The Witness. And I saw like a little bit of gameplay of this like a while ago, like a year ago maybe. And I said, oh, I should play that at some point. And that's why tonight I'm playing it. It's some point. Tonight is some point. I'm going to, that doesn't sound bad, but let me just drop it just to be safe. We'll go with, oh, right, my hotkeys are not based around, my hotkeys cannot just, adjust that volume directly so much. I have to manually grab the little thing. Go like that. I don't know. Okay. Get out of here. I think I'm... Oh, I see. You put a line from start to end to do the menu choices. So, it's like The Witness, where you have to make a path. That is definitely too loud. Tell you what, I'm gonna leave the game at max, but then I'm going to, in Windows, do some sound mixer stuff. And that'll mean that we all have the same audio. Perfect. Okay, let's see if this is good. Okay, so here, there's some lines, and we can't go directly over the line. Yep. We're solving puzzles. Look at this, it's just like The Witness, it's beautiful. Beautiful little garden. I could use more look velocity. Increase the look velocity. Increase the look velocity. Increase the look velocity. Okay. This'll do. This is maybe a little too much. Decrease the look velocity. Thank you. Alright. Here we have a maze. Yeah! Solve the maze. I could use a little walking velocity. That's what I could use. And start. Yeah. Yeah, I can draw a line. I'll say I was aware of the first joke, which is that you can just go around the maze. Like, that seems like... Okay. Is that audio log?
Kubla Khan received an ornate letter signed by Marco Polo. In Madrid, city of lost things, no item remains where it was set. If one drops his key in the dirt, he may never re-enter his home, and even if he manages to stoop and recover the key, he may rise to find a tulip garden where his house once stood.
Wow.
In complementary fashion, things lost by others are forever turning up. A pocket watch on a coffee table. A fond memory in your recollection.
Yeah.
I even know of a prince who turned up in a prison cell.
That's deep.
When he appealed to the guards for his release, he failed to find the crown on his head. And when he was asked his name, he searched his thoughts, but could not find it. Indeed, the only hope now for the release of this prince of Spain is for you to send back 300 ducats for his release. Of course, he will reward you handsomely once he is out. Yours truly, Marco. Kubla Khan cocked an eyebrow and declared before his court,
"Oh,
hey,
still
everyone.
going.
Looks like we're about to get ripped off by the guy who traded gold for paper." The court erupted in booming laughter. Italo Calvino,
sometimes want paper.
Invisible Cities 2. This time, it's visible.
That's accurate. That's very much like the audio things in The Witness. You can't jump very high, I'll say. This is the extent to which you can jump.
Wahoo!
What you doing, Wahoo? More games should have the sound effect Wahoo when you jump.
Wahoo!
Wahoo. Yeah. Oh, you think this is like The Witness where you can get up high and draw? Okay, so I can't just draw a line anywhere. If I click on something that isn't a place to draw, I'm good on audio logs. Well, hit me.
Through many births, I have wandered on and on.
I think we should
searching for but never finding
track this back to
better deal than 0% APR on certified pre-owned vehicles. For trucks tougher than a drunk Marine, come to Mike's Pre-Owned, where we do the things that get things done.
That's a good bit. Okay, we'll go through the maze this time. I appreciate that this... It'd be good if you could tap and like, run or something. I appreciate that the audio logs are all taking the piss out of... Are all just explicitly taking the piss out of audio logs in general. They're not serious. They're not real audio logs. Which is good because I do feel at this point in 2024, which I'll say, oh, a hit button.
You can do it. I believe in you. This is all you. Yeah, keep trying. Yeah, there's a trick to it, but you've got it.
That's good. That's a good bit.
Maybe you can't do it. Maybe you're weak. Maybe you're stupid. You should be embarrassed, but you keep crawling back like a mewling calf at my chafing teat. Pathetic.
Oh, I'm moving a little bit too much. You saw some background there, the edge of the green screen. Maybe the green screen should move over a bit. I have it like, it's got some feeties, right? And I have the feeties sort of like right next to the edge of the PC. And that's where how I've decided so far where to put it. I will say, the green screen does, the green screen behind the desk does run into the divide between where the PC area starts and the entertainment area starts, like the living room area where the TV is. So I do have to step over it every time I'm running around my apartment, which, you know, can be a little inconvenient, but
you can do
not
it.
that bad, I think, honestly. Maybe it should be a little farther over though. Oh, that's in the game. Okay, I was thinking for a second, like, oh, that's a big white thing. Is that behind me? Is that the edge? No, that's just the chessboard. Is the chessboard gonna be a puzzle? Maybe from the right perspective. Do not come in. Is there a start and an end? I don't think there's a start and an end here, so... I don't think we can force this door open. How about if we write our own start? Nope, that didn't do it. Maybe handwriting is a factor. But I accidentally drew in the end game part of the menu rather than the other part of the thing. Does it have like saves, do you think? Or do you think it's just one and done? I wonder. Let's find out. I mean, I don't remember seeing a save screen. Okay, good. This is just where we left off. Perfect. Okay. I don't remember seeing like files select, so I mean, maybe there's like a... Okay, yeah, progress is saved, it does say. I guess you can go into your Steam files and delete the motherfucker if you so choose. If you so chose. All right. Ah. Here we go. This looks complicated. Yep. Perfect. This also looks complicated. Ah. Hmm? Now this one I don't get. Is there a way to view this in from a perspective that where you can't see the gap? I mean, I can't see the gap from here, but it's still there. I would need like a white, right? We need like a white canvas upon which to draw. Looking at the OBS feed, it looks is it like really framey over there? Not sure what the deal is. Let me check. Transparency. Let's try turning on SLI crossfire capture mode. Okay, I think that looks smoother. Go figure. Hang on. Perfect. Jeez. Oopsie daisy. I wonder if we could... Oh, wait, no. There's the menu is bounded. I couldn't just like write from the start of the end and use like my menu as like a bridge. There's like black all around these sides. Okay, let's play. Okay, start from the end. Start from the end. Really easy. Starting from the end. There was no wrong answers, basically. Eh? Where's the end? Make sure I got a solid line going all the way there, but like here? It might be maybe like here. Let me connect this up. Let's just fill this fucking thing up. This would be good on a touchscreen. No! Right click is like right click is like exit the puzzle, so somewhere in here. Maybe it's lower. Maybe it's right here. Nah, he doesn't sound as excited. Connect this part up. Ah! There we go. It was in that little corner up there, I guess. This looks normal. Nothing wrong with this. No twist that time. I'm not sure the capture is like... It looks to me like the capture is a little more framey than the actual game is. Like, I'll say looking left and right looks much smoother on my actual thing than it does over on the thing. Let me just look at the options for the capture again. Hook rate, normal, fastest? What's hook rate? That looks like it might be better. I wonder if that's been an issue with StarCraft previously, or if it's just a matter of like maybe this particular game captures weirdly. Pre-multiplied limit capture frame rate. Let me see. If I do limit capture frame rate, that to me looks good. Maybe it was trying to capture. Maybe it's like unlocked or something frame rate wise, and it was just like going too fast. No, I feel like I'm looking back and it's looking all weird and stuff. There's not like a... What's going on there? How about I'll try a window capture. Looker. That's Instalink, the Looker. What? That's not the Looker. What the fuck? Okay, that was weird. The I tried to do a window capture of the looker.x and it's just my monitor capture. That is bizarre. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. The looker is just a bit screwy as far as capture goes. Whatever. Nothing weird was on screen, right? You just saw the OBS. You saw the various applications that are launched, which are all normal style. Nothing unusual. And the stream information. Nothing untoward. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. Can I pull that out? No. Okay, now we got 2 out of 3. There's like a book over here. I think maybe I need to go up there and look down and I'll say of the looker, it's very funny. Maybe could have had it so that you walked faster. And also I'll say like the weirdness insofar as the capture quality that's just on it. I'm pretty sure that's not me. I'll say the frame rate looks really smooth on my end, and I'm annoyed that it doesn't really quite look as smooth based on the preview monitor, based on my other monitor where the capture is. Ooh, hey, I'm leaning in, and you're seeing the background. Okay. Green screen could be a little bit more to the side. Or maybe the camera could be a little bit more one way to the side, so it's such that when I'm over here, it's more like I'm straight on with the camera rather than other way. Place where the camera is now, it's just basically on top of the pillar of the monitor of like my right hand monitor, which is how it's always been. So it's kind of a logical place for it to be. But maybe, like, a little bit further to the side would be nice if I could get, like, a very simple stand situation. You know, something for it to stand on. Maybe there's something over here. By the boxes. Wait. Hang on.
They said, good old hint button. His hints could steal the tail off a weasel. Then they tossed me in the can. No, what? No, I know.
The audio capture on the looker seems to have stopped at some point.
Mean times. When all the common sense in the world won't make a
Fucking
nickel
hell.
buy you a black coffee. I used a rope to tie my pants and pants to tie my shoes. I made do the way a man does. Till one day, after stealing the socks off a fireplace,
This hint thing's been talking.
I caught my own look in a puddle of bootleg rye and realized I had to do what I'd never done before. I gave myself a hint. So that's me. I was nothing but a downtown crumb who dreamed of being a whole sandwich.
I hope
now
this...
I'm just another sloppy Joe. Come back when you got something.
I hope that, that only, started... That only started, like, recently. There were some good bits where if you could hear the game, it was funny. But if you couldn't hear the game, it was just me sniggering at stuff that's snickering at stuff. At stuff that you couldn't hear, which wouldn't be as good. I hope it was only after I started screwing around with the capture situation that it went off the rails and stopped working. I'll say, as a game to test this new setup with, this is proving to be jankier than I like, and I'm pretty sure 90% of it is with the game itself. Perhaps the original idea of just playing a randomizer that I had, while not as required for, like, you know, weirder as far as the background aspect of it goes, perhaps would have been a more reliable thing because I played those before and I know how they run and I know what success looks like. Is there like an angle where we can... Maybe there's an angle where we can see like one of these... Nah, I don't think it's that kind of game. It's not like a perspective thing where you're trying to like bridge the gap with foreground objects. I don't think it's like that at all. It's something with this chessboard. Yeah, I definitely need the green screen to be a little bit more to the side, or the camera to be a little bit more to the side. I am noticing that, yeah, I do tend to lean in just the right way to mess that up. That is on me to fix going forward. Oh, crap. Also, I forgot. Turn on the ring light up there. There's a ring light to, I forgot to turn on the ring light for the PC area before starting the stream. My bad. That makes me look a little nicer. The lights up in the around the apartment weren't doing a bad job. It's just a ring light lights a face noticeably better than it not having one. Give me a hint.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Maybe from a certain perspective. No, there's no start on here. Well, I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea where to find the last... How to get started down the thread, which gets me to the last thing. This is not a long game.
Hello?
Can I, like, see that from the other side, like, through the fence or something? Try that at least. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the ticket. No, well, hang on. Fucking fly. Harder to keep flies out of a garage. I'll say. I got an attached garage now. And, you know, garage door open wide, you know? And once they get in there, when are they gonna get out? You think this will work? I mean, to what end? It's just gonna open up that little fence, isn't it? It's not gonna help me in any way, shape, or form. If I could get like a start item that I could take and put elsewhere. That's the only thing I can think of to get through that door that has a stop but no start. That doesn't make sense though. That's be unlike anything I've seen in this game. Okay. Is that something? Those solar panel? No. Come in. I don't think there's any way to do this one. Does one of these things have like a start and stop on it? I don't get it. Well, I'll say of the looker, fun idea, very cutting parody. I do wish it had endeavored to be a little less shit than the original, you know?
Wahoo! Wahoo!
Like, this could be maybe a little more playable without diminishing the whole parody aspect of it. And maybe not leave you, like, up a creek, like, 10, 20 minutes in without a single clue as to where to go. The hint button not being an actual hint button is very funny, though. I'll say that is 100% for sure. It'd be like a perspective puzzle. Maybe with these white pieces. I'll see a way to interact with these things. One, two, three, four. If I could draw, maybe the idea would be to go around the loop and do like a semicircle, but I don't have the right perspective. I can't get in the right door. Alright. Maybe that's enough of the looker. Fun little game. I don't know where to go. That is a shame. Good test of the, you know, the new setup, I think. I think we have sufficiently tested it. If anything, I would kind of like to mount that camera a little bit over to the side, such that I would have to worry less about moving a little bit over in this direction, and the green screen's edge being revealed. Or I could just move the green screen itself. I'll say the green screen seems to be working great. Both of them are, and I'm quite happy with that. Look forward to seeing those in every stream from here on out. Pull up the old schedule. Normal schedule is incoming. Friday will be viewer levels. That'll be Friday, 6 p.m. Normal ass viewer levels at a normal ass time. And that'll be sort of a, you know, big coming back stream where I'll have you know, cards of every that I'll talk about the move and all the ongoing stuff and everything that I missed over the last few weeks while I've been away and shit. And that'll be a whole big thing. It'll be a longer stream, and I'm sure people will be happy to hang out and give levels and stuff, as they often are. Next Tuesday will be Mario Odyssey. That'll be 100% starting next Tuesday. And also this Saturday, I want to do some sort of randomizer thing. I'm thinking Metroid Fusion. Going through that. That should take like an hour, 2 or 3. Couple hours on Saturday. And then next Saturday, not this Saturday, the Saturday after next weekend, I'm thinking about doing some Rivals 2 content, since that'll be going into closed beta, and I have the access to it. I went for the tier that includes beta access, so that'll be fun. I definitely want to check that out, play some Rivals 2. Really looking forward to that game, and yeah. Alright. Well, let me just see who's online real fast. And do the old raid. How do you do a raid using the new... How do you do a raid using the new stream manager? They have a new stream manager now, and it's less clear how you do a raid. How do you do a raid with this new... There's like a... Oh, quick actions. Here we go. Okay. Is that a raid? Yes, okay. I'm gonna go with... Just looking through my options here. Go with a friend of the channel. There's some friends of the channel streaming. I'm gonna send you over to... Let's send you over to Daft Husky. Sure, why not? Daft Husky doing some Rhythm Heaven. Sure, why not? Okay. Alright, that's gonna do it for tonight. A little bit of a test stream. New green screen. Other new green screen. New setup. All seems to be working relatively well. I'll look at the VOD myself, make sure that the microphones sounded good. I hope they sounded good. I was talking for like 2 hours there. The Looker, funny little game. And of course there was also Evil West, which seems like a thoughtless, mindless action game that is pretty okay. Pretty okay. Definitely check out, you can check out, you know, Evil West if you have GamePass or want to pay money for it. And you can check out The Looker for free. And, sure, why not? I wouldn't recommend not doing those things if you don't have to pay for either one of them. Yeah, sure, if you like. Anyway, I'll see y'all on Friday for viewer levels, and, that'll be sort of my first actual big-ass stream back, a regular-length stream back. And then I'll do some stuff over the weekend, and Mario Odyssey next Tuesday. I'll see you then. Bye, folks.